I've read your emails, and I'm here to answer. How to find the ideal woman. It's probably brought up like 50 times through the course of me going through my emails. 50 times you guys have asked this question, bringing up very specific stories, problematic situations. Relationships are so rare. So, you know what? I might as well try to help the next generation because it feels hopeless with all these questions. So, the first thing is, what is an ideal woman? What is an ideal woman? It's different for every person, right? It's different for everyone because you have different values, you have different preferences, I don't know. But you have to have this image in your head of what a ideal woman is. Looks, values, interests, like things like that are very important. You can't just think about, oh, I just want a girl that is feminine and smiles a lot, has like brown hair. Like, you got to get very specific because you want to know why? Women are specific. Women are way more specific than you. So, when you're out here, I guess looking for your mate, this woman is already, not this woman, but women are already naturally selecting. They're already checkboxing what they like and what they don't like about you and any guy they meet. So, men, you have every right to have a checkbox, a checklist of what an ideal woman is for you. The only thing is that I ask for men is to make it concrete. Don't change it, okay? Because the one thing about women is we change it up all the time, right? Like 2 years ago, I could have been like, oh, I want a man in finance or whatever. I'm not saying I was, but women change their likings. We change a lot. We have hormone fluctuations, whatever. So we switch it up. We have different interests at different times. I'm not saying a guy shouldn't, but this is very key. Men, you set the tone, okay? Whenever you start a relationship, whenever you're meeting someone, even just an acquaintance, a friend, you're setting the tone as a man. And I hate to say it, but you do. You truly do. So if you have this checkbox, this list of what you look for in a woman, deal breakers, red flags, green flags, whatever, because it could be different for everyone. I'm not going to sit here and name green flags you should be looking for because I think it's kind of self-explanatory at this point. But if you have a concrete checklist, this woman will respect that, even if she's not checking all the boxes. Do you understand that? If you can tell a woman, hey, I'm not interested because of this, respectfully, right? You can tell someone you're uninterested respectfully. But if you're able to tell someone that, as a man, you're setting the tone. If anything, the woman might want you even more. Because if you have a very concrete vision for yourself as a man, if you have a very concrete understanding for what you want, you'll find it. I promise you, you will find it. You just have to be concrete. You can't settle. You can't settle as a man because guess what? If you settle with a woman, the woman will feel like she's settling with you because you set the tone for that. You set the tone for it. So finding an ideal woman, right? How do you even go about finding her? Where do you go, right? Where do you go to find an ideal woman? A lot of people nowadays go on Tinder, social media, go through the DMs or, casually maybe at a club or party or something. I truly think that if you want a relationship, and it also depends on the age. If you're in your 20s, okay, I'm going to speak on 20s because I'm in my 20s. I'm not in any other age group, so I can't speak my opinion on that. But being in your 20s, right, you have basically the option to build with someone or build alone. Okay, and you have to be very, 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 very strict with yourself with this. Because in a relationship, if you are building with someone, it's not going to be an easy course, okay? It's not going to be easy. But it's also not easy being alone, right? So you got to be very concrete in this decision. If you're in high school, college, you have a choice. And the thing is, you can easily get distracted. You can get distracted by this image of what an ideal woman looks like or portrays, but she's not actually that ideal woman for you. A lot of men get distracted by lust and just a very figment imagination of what a woman is. Like, I hate to say it, but just like how on social media, all we do is present our highlights. If you go to parties or clubs, that's all you're going to get from the woman. All you're going to get is the highlight of her. You're just going to get her with the makeup on, her with the dress on. You're not going to see her ideal image. So where I think you should go to find the ideal woman, and I'm not saying you should go looking and performing mating calls or anything, like that's not what I'm trying to say here. Target. Yeah, Target. That's where we go. That's where women who value their self-care, food, cooking, cleaning supplies, their pets, cats, dogs, Target is where women go, okay? And I'm not saying every woman that goes to Target is the ideal woman, but it's a great place to start. It's not the club. And, sometimes it really is situational. Like if you are a young adult and you really want to find this ideal woman, I truly believe you need to look in a very genuine place. You need to look in a place where you would go. It has everything to do with interests, and the woman needs to see a future with you. It can't just be like, oh, this man has money. Oh, this man has, like, she needs to be able to see a vision with you. A man has to paint the vision. And this is where I say, yes, men, you set the tone. So if you're meeting a woman for the first time and you don't really have a foundation for yourself, you can't expect a woman to want to build with you if that's, it really depends. It really depends, because when you're young and you love someone, like if you find a friend that truly loves you, like as like a friend, I truly believe you can build a relationship out of friendship. Now, guys, don't I know the friend zone sounds so typical, it sounds so cliche. Trust me. Trust me, when a woman values friendship in a man, she values the future in that. A woman would want to be your friend first, truly. Like, I don't know how else to put that. But, okay, I'm getting a little carried away right now because it's a very challenging topic. It's a very challenging way to put it. Men, if you don't know exactly what you want in a relationship, the woman is not going to feel secure in the future. So, for example, I'm not saying that you have to lay it all out in front of her on the first date, like, okay, I want this, I want a house, I want to achieve this, and I have this amount of money, we are going to do this. Like, that's not what I mean. You have to have this very concrete lifestyle when you meet a woman. I'm not saying you have to be exciting or the most adventurous person. You just have to have a routine. Just look like you got something going on. And if she doesn't want to be a part of it, she's missing out. That's the sauce. That's the sauce. You want to make this woman feel like she's missing out. Fear of missing out. And then once she feels like she has that fear of missing out and she wants to come over, she wants to be around you, then you are in a relationship where you guys have the joy of missing out. That's the flex in the relationship. That's the flex. When you get with someone and you both have the joy of being away from everyone, that's the flex. Truly. Truly, that's the flex. But attracting this ideal woman, you don't have to have the bod, you don't have to have this look. A woman can overlook it. I'm telling you, an ideal woman that you want will overlook all of that. As long as you have a concrete vision, a concrete schedule, a routine. A man runs off routine and logic, and that's what a woman looks for. A woman looks for security. A woman looks for a man that she can just lean on and count on. Not financially, no, but I'm saying she wants to feel like a man is her rock. She wants to be able to get home and not feel unsafe, feel like she can be herself around him. So a man should get his ish together. And I'm not saying finance. I'm just saying big picture, big picture. So if you're young, looking for a relationship and your ish isn't quite together, look for someone who is also trying to get their ish together. That's how you build a beautiful relationship with someone, when you both build, truly. Because, you can build by yourself and then find another woman that built by herself, right? Like, you can come together that way. But think about it. That's how a lot of rich people, celebrities, these people with a lot of money, that's how they get together. Do you think their love is real? Do you think their love is genuine? Has nothing to do with money? Maybe some. But, your perception gets altered when you're involved with too many people, when you've been involved with so much money. Love has been undervalued because of money. A lot of marriages and relationships have stopped and failed because of money. You don't want that to be your issue. So if you start the foundation of your relationship understanding what you both have, what you both want, then that's where it starts. That's where, because when you're young looking for the ideal woman, you also have to give grace for the woman to be ideal for you. If you're not ideal yourself, how can you expect to find an ideal person for you? It's reciprocation. And men, I hate to say it, but you guys set the tone. You set the tone every time. So if you're meeting someone scared, guess what? This woman is going to feel like she is better than you. You need to walk into these rooms and understand what you bring and take pride in it, and not feel scared of the rejection, not feel scared of the differences. Don't compare yourself to other men. Don't compare yourself to other success stories. Everyone has their own timeline. Finding the ideal woman. Probably finding a needle in a haystack at this point. I really do feel for you guys. I really do. Because there's not a lot of women that truly want to look for someone and build with them. That's what's really hard to find. That is what's really confusing. Because women, we really just, I don't know what happened to us. We've been fed this delusion of just topping everything. Bigger, better, perfect. Like, we really need that here. Men, it's so hard to keep up. So that's why you have to create. This is what I have. This is all you freaking get. And if she doesn't want that, guess what? Bye. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to create this huge, never ending, I don't know how else to put it, like just this never ending expectation, right? These women are setting so many expectations. They're creating more green flags out of thin air that it's hard for you guys to truly grasp on how to be the ideal man for a woman. When in reality, dude, you are the ideal man. You are bringing the access of the relationship. You are basically giving her the option. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no? You know, a woman doesn't really give access to the relationship. A woman gives access to sex, content, and everything, right? A woman gives content to sex when a man gives content to the relationship. Because a man has check boxes. He's got ish to do. Girl, I don't got time for you. I got this, that, and the other. I got my job to go to. I got this to do. Do you want to be my girlfriend or not? That's how we need to be. That's how we need to be. Another thing I don't like is the word simp. Simping has ruined being kind, being romantic. You know, you give a girl flowers just to be nice and she calls you a simp. Like, you don't want to be with a woman like that. You don't want to be with a woman who's labeling you first quarter. You don't want to be with a woman who is just constantly asking you, oh, so what do you do for a living? If that's the first thing she's asking, bye. It's a good question, right? It's a valid question, but girl, what are your intentions? Everyone has intentions. And as a man, you need to be concrete with yours. If you want to not even be in a relationship, if you want to go on a date with a woman and be like, yeah, you know, this is all I really want, just be straight up. Be straight up. Because a man, you set the tone. Don't forget that. Don't let these women set the tone. They don't set the tone. They don't. They don't even know how. You know why? Because we set the tone differently every day. If we set the bar high yesterday, guess what? Tomorrow we're like, yeah, I'm not gonna go that high tomorrow. I'm gonna set the bar a little lower. That's delusional. A man, if his bar is here, he's here every day. You need to let that woman know that this is your bar every day. And if you want to be with me, guess what? We can grow together, honey. We can grow together because that is how you grow in a relationship. Growing together. Together. Especially young. And this is kind of more on the video for young adults, maybe older teenagers, 18 plus, 18 plus years old. I do recommend getting into a relationship. I truly do. Because if it's with the right person, if it's with someone who is understanding of you and your life situation, someone who understands you, like that is such a diamond in the rough. Don't get rid of them. Don't get rid of them. Build. It's hard, but build. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's so rare to find a relationship nowadays. It's so rare to find people that work for each other, who build for each other and have so much passion for each other that no matter what tries to break them, they still come out stronger. They still come out better than they were when they were first together. And that's how a relationship grows. When 5 years down the line, you're both sprouting, you both like have so much experience together. It just makes a night and day difference between when you first met and then 5 years later. I highly recommend getting into a relationship if you have your check boxes checked. And what kind of check boxes am I really talking about? Check boxes as in, what you have figured out for yourself. That's all. If you don't have the money, that's fine. Have a plan. That's fine. Have a plan. You could be 28 and broke and still find a freaking woman to build with. Don't be delusional, guys. Women still want a genuine relationship. It's just a diamond in the rough. You have to check your boxes first at this point. You'll get lucky if you don't. I mean, it's just about luck. If you don't check your boxes. So another box that could be checked, having a plan for finances, right? Or, having a plan for the gym, having a diet plan, something, I don't know, having somewhere to live, being moved out of your parents' house would be a great step, but there's always a plan first. There's always a plan. If you're not working towards that plan and a woman can see that, that's the boxes you need to check. You need to check the fact that you're building, you're trying. That's what a woman sees. A woman sees effort. Effort. That's why there's trends saying, oh, if he wanted to, he would. Yeah, exactly. So if you wanted to, you would. If you want a woman, you will. Yeah, this is a great video. I really like this video. I could go on and on about how to attract or how to have an ideal woman. It's very subjective, just like beauty. Beauty is the eye of the beholder, just like how an ideal woman is the eye of the beholder. It's whatever you picture, whatever you want for yourself. Whatever family you picture in your future, whatever you guys are doing in the future, work for that now. Work for that now, and a woman will see that. I think finding a woman that is also building for herself, it's very common. It's very common to find a woman that is, making money for herself, Miss Independent. It's very easy to find that. So that's not difficult. What's difficult is meeting these women's expectations. And that's when you need to be like, no, these are my expectations. Like, I give access to the relationship. If you don't want to be in a relationship with me, it's like women are scared of the commitment now. Women are scared to be heartbroken, and you just need to prove that you won't do that. That's it. That's it. That is literally it. Women use excuses for not dating, and it's fine because the lonely ones are just going to be with cats at the end of the day. So if you're checking your boxes correctly, you will attract the ideal woman you want in your life. I promise you. I promise, if you focus not just solely on yourself, definitely focus on the overall quality of your life, the overall quality of it. Respect your family, respect the people around you, respect your friends, respect people. A woman sees how much respect you give people. And a woman is attracted by a man who has self-respect, self-pride. Women, you're lying to yourselves if you want a man with zero pride. Men have pride, okay? That is what drives a man's testosterone. You want a man that has pride in himself, which in return he'll have pride in you. Men, I'm so sorry that this is really a topic you guys want, because it's just I think it's a worldly issue at this point. I would say it's an American issue, but I have so many people from different countries asking for the ideal woman. And that's where I also say, it's different for everyone, different for every culture. Everyone's values are different. Everyone has different eyes of beauty, so it's really just understanding you're the freaking man. You're the freaking man. You're the man. You give access to the relationship and you tell the woman, hey, I like you. This is what I want. And, she can be honest, she can lie. But as long as you're honest about yourself and your life and everything around you, you will attract real, feminine, ideal women that look for that look for masculine men. And if you get lucky, you will build with someone and build a beautiful freaking life. Because you've earned it. You've earned a woman to make your life beautiful and easier. I think that's how it works. I truly believe that's how it's supposed to work. Back in the day, people would get into relationships 16, 17, marry around 18, 19, have kids, 20, like all these like young people. We're not dating or actually, no, we are dating, but we're bouncing around, confusing ourselves with what we want. If you are already 3 bodies deep, you need self-reflection. Self-reflection, for sure. If you have more than 3 bodies, you need to understand what you want and what you like and what you don't like. Because why do you need this? Why do you need this many to figure it out? For anybody. That goes for men and women. If you need more than this, what's wrong with you? What are you looking for? This is lust. You're looking for lust. So, reflecting on what you really want as a man matters. You can't just want this feminine ideal woman when you can't even check your own boxes. A woman can see through you. A woman can see through so much because of our intuition. It's gone to the point where the 4B movement, we're moving our own way. We're making a movement. We're like, F men, we don't want to be with you no more. So time to step it up, men. Time to stomp on necks, because this is not it. We need to start building real, valuable, beautiful relationships. And it starts with men. Men, y'all set the tone. If you're just going to match the energy of women, we're effed. We are effed. Don't match. Please don't match. Please be better. Please. For the sake of my future children, please be better. And I know I'm saying this very like you guys are the bad guys. No. I just believe men have the answer for this. Men have the answer because men set the tone. Men set the tone so much it made women crazy. It made women actually bonkers. We're so out of it. We can't even look at a man and truly believe that he's sexy because we are so self-absorbed in ourselves. We believe we are more sexier than a man. That is so freaking sad. What? Men are sexy. Let me just say that. I don't think I've ever heard a woman sit here and talk about how a man can be handsome and sexy and, be attracting. What a world we live in. What a world. This wasn't even a rant. This was more of an informative, I don't know. I really like this topic. And a lot of topics are like this, so I will definitely be talking more about this type of stuff because dang, a lot of the topics you guys wanted me to talk about, I really I feel for it. I feel for it a lot. And I would love to help you. I would love to help you guys. If you have any more questions, if you have any more topics, email me, lotiankira@gmail.com. I got you. I am not answering every single one of them because it's so much typing, first of all. It's so much of keeping up with it. And, the ones that do spark my attention, I will answer. So if I answered you, love ya, but whew, yeah, there's a lot of them. I have 200 plus. I still have to read. So yeah, that was that today. Finding the ideal woman. It's very difficult, very nerve-wracking. But if you know what you want, I promise you, a woman will see that. A woman will see your effort in yourself. And yeah. Thank you guys. I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving and have a beautiful Friday. Love you. Bye.